Alrighty, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. We're standing at Polderbaan, which together with runway center is being used for departures. We still have wind from the north. And this supposedly is the worst day of the week in terms of weather before it's going to get better again. Slight drizzle. Hopefully it's not going to amount to something more substantial. Delta A333 Neo on its way to Seattle, or at least that's what it's going to try. First airplane of the day, Delta Airlines Flight 143. We've got a Britty Hopper Embraer 170, is it? I think it is, yeah. The Teesside or Darlington following suit. Also going to take off from the runway threshold. Embraer 192 Trondheim is also coming this way. Not sure yet where it's going to take off from, but we'll see. Delta Airlines Flight 143, A330 Neo, brand new airplane, first flight October 2023. Let's go. A little bit of moisture on the runway. I think most of the rain fell overnight though. It's airborne. Gear is retracting, so great success. Congratulations, Delta. Big picture wise, this is what it currently looks like. You can see it's not the best of weather. Looking to the east, looking to the south. And Evelyn and the grandpa also sitting here. For those of you who are wondering, that live vision camera, that is over there. Just a security camera. This is looking to the west. Let's quickly turn back. Airplane numero dos of today's show is KLM City Hopper, Britty Hopper, Embraer 170, Flight 963, going to Teesside or Darlington. It's an Embraer 170 long range for a 256 nautical mile flight. 20 years old, first flight March 2004. And a very good morning to everybody who has joined already. Hope you're doing well. A lot of activity in the chat already. A very good morning to everybody. Marja, Alvin, who else is in the chat? Marian, Lois, Jimmy Pirate, Marius, Ensus, Damien, Halil, Herwolf. Alrighty, next up, KLM Flight 1151 going to Trondheim. Superstitch, good morning. Martijn, goedemorgen, good morning. PJ, SBB, Morgan. Marcel, tuning in from Belgium in Limburg, good morning. Ed, good morning mate. Richard, goedemorgen. Melis, good morning. Alrighty, let's see, next up. Britty Hopper on its way to Humberside, KLM Flight 971, Embraer 190. "15 years old this airplane, first flight January 2009. Next up, an Embraer 190 going to London City, KLM Flight 983, 14 years old, the PHEZN, first flight February 2010. Good morning John Norris, Deon, goedemorgen. Sander, goedemorgen. Hadi Hinko, goedemorgen. Good morning Martina. Definitely some bird activity over here. Also saw a triplet of ducks do a flyby as I was setting up here. Although they don't seem to be in the vicinity anymore right now. German Airways flying for KLM up next. Embraer 190 going to Leeds, flying as KLM Flight 1019. 15 years old, first flight January 2009. Good morning Eddie. Goedemorgen Kaal. En goedemorgen Arjan. .737 just took off from center. One last airplane in the pipeline currently right here. Aer Lingus going to Cork. Shamrock Flight 841. A320, 18 years old, first flight December 2005. Goedemorgen Mario. Good morning to Mr. Leslie. Morning Ed. The chat is skipping ahead. It's me, Mike, also tuning in. Lenny, goedemorgen. Dopey Dan, goedemorgen, good morning. to wait a little for next outbound traffic to Polderbaan. Don't see anything in the immediate vicinity, but there are definitely some airplanes on the platform that have come alive and are coming this way. Who else is there? Sam, goedemorgen. Peter Olding, good morning. Frank, goedemorgen. Johanna, goedemorgen. Hope I'm all caught up. Nico, goedemorgen. Eversteria, good morning. Nou. Let's see. Mate, what have I told you? Stop it. Saw that you gifted a membership and I saw that Evelyn was the recipient. Well, Evelyn, I'm sure you thanked Alvin already just now. Welcome back. Thank you so much, Alvin. Really, you shouldn't have. Evan, top of the morning, mate. Also checking the laptop because my chat window on the phone seems to be skipping ahead every now and then. Carmalici celebrating 3 months of membership and says, hi everyone from Venice in Italia. Benvenuto. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for your continued support, Carmalici. Hope all is well. See, also a big thank you to Patrick and congratulations, 6 months of membership. He writes, good morning, little celebration today. Patrick, thank you so much for your continued support, mate. Hope you still like it in the lounge. Hopefully I'm not missing any more messages. It looks like I am all caught up now with the chat. Oh, wait, yeah. Guess who just became a new member and celebrates 5 months of membership? 5 months? I don't believe it. Keep it up, man. Do my best. Thank you so much. Right, well, Schiphol Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. Let's see. Bird controller seems to be doing a runway check, making use of the situation. Now, our pipeline will be filling. Embraer 175 going to Linköping is already coming this way. And I'm counting a few more that are underway. Let's see, KLM flight 1199 to Oslo is coming. Embraer 190 to Gdansk. E2 is taking off from center, going to Florence, Firenze. Got 737 underway to Oslo, coming this way. Seems that the hand warmer is a little bit of overkill and getting a little bit too toasty. Boeing 767-400 to Newark from United is also coming this way. That's nice. Is that it? Yeah, that's it already. In the background. And the Shamrock to Dublin is also coming this way. That's the Irish rugby team special livery, the latest, the second version, the new version I should say. So cue the cranberries. Zombie, of course, the national stadium, the stadium anthem for the Irish national rugby team. Now Alvin, quit it. Super chat saying hi for the inaugural Wednesday stream. I'll be lurking around, hope the planes are flowing and the rain is not. I definitely concur. It is an inaugural stream, it's also the exception to the rule. I only had 2 appointments scheduled in my agenda for today, so I said screw it. Those can wait until next week. I'm taking the day off. Even with weather like this, it's better to be out in fresh air than to sit behind the laptop all day. Anyway, I'm digressing. KLM flight 1243 to Linköping is underway, Embraer 175. Dion is asking until when I will stick around. I don't know yet. That will depend on the weather and on traffic. It's also a bit harder to determine the last airplane when you're doing outbound traffic. Inbound, it's always simple. You have the A380 as a frame of reference. This is KLM flight 1199 going to Oslo 737-900. Let me also quickly change the drag setting on the pan axis to a little lower. I think that might work in its favor. Or will it? A bit lighter. The airplane you're now looking at is 22 years old, the PH BXP, first flight August 2001. Second bird control vehicle. No, that's just a 2. It's not a bird controller necessarily. Embraer 192 Gdansk, KLM flight 1303. PH EZG, 14 years old, first flight September 2009. Hey Jean-Yves, salut mon ami, good to see you again. Hope all is well. Art, goedemorgen kerel. Alles lekker? Jamie X is going to the Efteling today. Hopefully it won't be too busy. Heard that it is still school holidays in the Netherlands. Little wobbly. Now that we can, let's have a look at this Rugby livery from the side. Is that the same triplet as on the other one? Don't think it is. Or is it? No, I think it's different players. Alrighty, Shamrock, flight 603 to Dublin, A320, Irish rugby team, special livery, 19 years old. And do you think that was a wing wave, Wolfgang? Not sure about that. Think you're giving me more credit than I actually have. Is this the 767 in the background? I think it is. United Flight 71. Outbound to Newark. Good morning to Roman, Hasso Basso, Adri, Guido. Good morning Per, good to see you again. Alwin, goedemorgen. Controllers doing their thing, drinking coffee. And Alwin, have a look at bezoekbus.nl. There you will find expected runway usage for a couple of hours ahead, and the website lvnl.nl, lvnl.nl. There you can find current runway usage. Polderbaan is almost always in use. Wind is expected to stay blowing from the north. So I'm thinking Polderbaan will tomorrow be used for departures, as is the case now. Though if the wind direction changes, might also change to arrivals. That could be the case. Never know here. Embraer 175, KLM flight 1185 to Kristiansand up next. That's privilege style. Meanwhile, not so much a rarity at Schiphol, but worldwide this is a rather rare airplane. Boeing 767-400, United Flight 71 going to Newark. Turning and burning. That's old school sound there, which if you're standing over here you can actually feel in your tummy. Bird controllers having a chit chat, or oh, a lot of brake dust. The airplane is 22 years old. Its first flight was in February 2002. See that Marissa is also in the chat, and Alan. Good morning to you both. Hope all is well. It's me, Mike. Good morning. Now, AMS Live cannot be held accountable for damaged speakers or eardrums. You're watching the channel at your own discretion. Also a big thank you to Rob, who celebrates 3 months of membership and writes, hey, from South Dakota, USA. Good morning, Rob. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for your continued support, mate. I hope you still like it in the lounge. Do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Let me see what I can do about it. We have two airplanes that are taxiing to the threshold. We have an EasyJet. And before it... What do you know? It's number 175? No, 190. An airplane type you rarely see over here. Feel free to screenshot this seldomly seen airplane. It's going to Aberdeen. Flight 913. 15 years old. First flight October 2008. Does look a bit more open now, looking at what is coming this way. On the scale of chimney smoke, this is what the wind currently looks like. Blowing almost directly from the north. Looks more grim to the south, but that is already behind us and has passed by. Very good morning to Norbert, Matthijs, Benjamin, good morning, Mr. Lahnstein, good morning, hey Mark, me myself, good morning, and thank you. EasyJet flight 22162 to Manchester, A320. Right, 14 years old this one. First flight June 2009. Anja, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Good morning Ismail. Morgen Michael Pitlow. Goedemorgen Tammo. Next up, KLM flight 1251, which will be going to Helsinki, Finland. It's a 737-800. The PHBXC, 24 years old, first flight June 1999. Happy to hear that, Anja. Hadi Remco, goedemorgen. Andrew, good morning. Freddy, good morning. KLM flight 1231, outbound to Göteborg. Up next, 737-700. 14 years old, PHBGH. First flight November 2009. Also a massive big thank you to Arjan, who just now gifted 5 memberships. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, those new members. Don't forget to say thank you to Arjan. Arjan, very generous and kind of you. Thank you so much. Welcome the new members. Welcome to the new members. Jeroen, goedemorgen. Hello there, Alejandro. Salut, moi. Who's tuning in from the Champagne region? Very nice. Captain Eddie Bosnian, good morning. Or good evening to you both. Now, also a massive big thank you to Owen, who just now I received a PayPal notification of for donation through PayPal. Owen, dankjewel man, thank you so much. Hope you're still watching so that you can hear me say thank you. Nou.
Zal ik mijn telefoon kunnen opladen?
Alweer?
Nou, hij is misschien 1%.
Nou, vooruit dan.
Ja, ik was voorbereid, maar hij ging heel snel heen. Hij viel ook uit, dus...
You really need to start saving up for a new phone. You're charging two at the same time. Okay.
Ja.
I thought you said one phone.
Nee, dat is mijn hoesje, zodat hij niet wegglijdt.
Oh, okay.
Ik ga geen twee telefoons.
Thought two for the price of one.
Nee, ik heb binnenkort een powerbank.
Hey, folks, we're getting a few heavies on in a few moments. The next airplane is approaching already. KLM flight 601 to LAX. 787-10 Dreamliner, which in its wake has KLM flight 743 to Lima in Peru, 777-300 KLM A332 Houston is on the move. Bombardier C-Series, Air Baltic also on the way.
Oh.
And in the background, departures from center. This KLM 737-800 is going to Warsaw. KLM flight 1313, lucky number 13. Double lucky. 23 years old, first flight September 2000. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. Despite the absence of sun, there is a lot of reflections on my screen, so let me at least take that lens hood, screen hood I should say. Should make visibility on my camera screen just a little better. Let's see, on center we have an E2 Embraer lined up that will be going to split in a split second. Definitely birds over here, though in the water thus far things have been calm. Actually haven't seen anything in the water. Oh wait, right, there are the duckies. They're always south of me, regardless of where I'm standing, or so it seems. No, Qatar to Doha is also on the move, but I'm thinking that is going to take off from center. Dreamliner to Bogota also on the move, candidate for the Polderbaan. Good morning to Bookie Meow. Mr. Canavan, good morning Paul. Mr. Blue Sky, good morning. Already outbound to LAX, KLM flight 601, 78710 Dreamliner, the PHBKK, 3 years old, first flight December 2020. Let's go. Poof, a little bit of brake dust. Not as much as with the 767 though. It was just stupendous. Hey Ross, good morning. Hope all is well in BC. Over here, as you can see, a bit cloudy. Worst day of the week. It's going to get more sunny and more warm each day as the week progresses, with highs in the weekend expected around the mid-20s C, so 70, 80-ish F. KLM flight 743 to Lima, up next. Look at the engines, beautiful. Condensation through low pressure. What a sound. It's the PHBVR 777-300ER, which is 7 years old and had its first flight in May 2016. A bit of wing fluff, a bit of brake dust. High relative humidity, quite clear to see. Morning Paco, and all others who have joined in the meantime. Welcome to the show. Bonus stream. A one-off Wednesday stream with departures from Polderbaan. Parallel departures in progress. A little bit of wind from the north. This is KLM flight 1137 outbound to Dublin, Ireland. 737-800, the PH BXV. 17 years old already. First flight was in February 2007. And after that, a very ugly airplane, Air Baltic A220. Going to Riga. The sooner it leaves Dutch territory, the better. Horizon pollution. That was K4. Good morning, diamond painting yo Teun. Diamond painting yo Teun. Right, vacating from Dutch territory as quickly as it can is Air Baltic, going to Riga. A220-300, flight 618. Indeed, Ross, departures aren't as busy because no one wants to leave Amsterdam. Next up, KLM flight 1269, outbound to Copenhagen. Another rare airplane, 737-800. PH BXK, 23 years old, had its first flight in August of the year 2000. Embraer 190 to Stavanger. We'll be flying, and there's Qatar, yeah. Qatar to Doha, taking off from the wrong runway. You mother ducker. Now Tomo, be careful not to bite. Why ugly? To tease my favorite dickhead. Again, a little bit of drizzliness.
Je zegt maar, hè?
Yeah. My umbrella lady is saying, just say the word. Pity. For a moment I thought we were going to see the Dreamliner take off right in front of us. It was looking us in the eye. So for a moment I was hopeful it was going to enter the runway from over here, but it's going to the threshold. A332 Houston, now turning. What's that in the background? Helvetic, Swiss. Is that a Swiss Embraer or is that also... No, that's an A220 as well. A220-100, I think. Yeah. Oh, still good in terms of the precipitation. This is nothing to write home about still. Not yet. Well, you're not doing a rain dance, are you? Okay. You damn well better not, because no more charging your phone otherwise. Yeah, I'm sure Rick in the north is doing a rain dance right now. That mother. So this is KLM Flight 741 to Bogota, 7879 Dreamliner, KLM Flight 741, PHBHI, 7 years old, first flight September 2016.
Ja, precies, dat zit er heel mooi bij.
Good morning Mats, good morning Klaus, all others who have joined. Hans, goedemorgen. Hope everybody is doing fine on this midweek
Dat zie je wel.
midweek stream. Going to Houston, Texas. This is KLM Flight 661 A330-300. Good morning, Vaxi, Jannes. Hope all is well, guys. All others who have joined in the meantime, welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are standing along the Polderbaan, which today is being used for departures together with the center runway. We have a slight breeze from the north. Water is almost like a mirror. If you look in the distance on the scale of chimney smoke, this is what the wind currently looks like. Ever so slight drizzle, you really have to look closely to see it. KLM Flight 755 up next, going to Quito. 777-200. Nothing. Isn't that odd? This is the PHBQL, which is 18 years old. Began flying for the first time in the year 2006, back in February. This is KLM flight 1031 to Manchester, 737-800. PHBXU, 18 years old, first flight April 2006. Good morning, Flying Chris, who is tuning in from Frankfurt in Germany. Herzlich willkommen, liebe deutsch sprechende Freunde. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to say hi. Not mandatory, but it's always appreciated. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. A lot of people are watching. All of them are friendly and a lot of them are knowledgeable. If you've been liking what you've been seeing so far, don't forget to drop a like. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. Plus, it helps to spread this content to more aviation enthusiasts such as yourselves who might also like streams like these but haven't come across the channel yet. Embraer 190 in the background, which will be going to Billund. Now, it is a little known fact that all of the people in Europe who are called Bill and who have misbehaved are sent to Billund. Billund is Danish for land of Bill, Bill land. So if you're called Bill in Europe, you misbehave, Billund is where they will send you to spend the rest of your days. Only outbound flights to Billund, no inbound flights, nobody is ever leaving Billund, no bills at least. This airplane filled with men called Bill. Now, you can see a few droplets on the screen. It usually hasn't stopped yet. I'll clean the lens once it gets dry, otherwise a bit pointless. Luckily, you don't see the droplets that much when you are zoomed in like I am now. Now, another one of those A220s or Bombardier C-Series 300 from Air Baltic. This one, flight 858, going to Tallinn. Three-year-old airplane, first flight October 2020. Tallinn is where we send all the tall people to. Might pick up on a triple that just took off from center, which has almost gone into the clouds already. Still a bit of wing fluff. Poof, gone. Two more heavies coming in. A330 to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And A777, which is also going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. 2 consecutive airplanes going to Minnesota. Now Mark, thank you so much for a very generous super chat there, mate. A bit of support for the time and efforts you put in this channel. That is very much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Well, it's also a labor of love. I like doing it, of course. Now, A320 to London Heathrow, BA. It's the number 3 in the pipeline. We're also going to see KLM Flight 605 to San Francisco, a 787-10 Dreamliner. Why not wipe the lens now, while we still have the time? Right. Probably won't last long, but at least for now the lens is clean again. Cleanish. Bookie Meow says hello, hand of boy. Well, Maradona had the hand of God, I have the hand of boy. Small difference. Right, Delta Airlines Flight 161, outbound Minneapolis, Minnesota, A333, 17 years old, first flight October 2006. Excellent. Hey Tina, morning, happy Wednesday to you too. No time to waste. Another airplane after Minnesota. KLM Flight 655. This is the PHBQG, which is a 777-200 20 years old. First again flying in April 2004. The light appetizer now in between the heavies. BA flight 429 to London Heathrow. And this is a regular A320. It's the GEWY. G-E-W-Y. 15 years old, first flight August 2008. Elwa, morgen. Floris, goedemorgen. Willem, goedemorgen. Good morning. Willem is tuning in from Hamburg. Hamburger. Oh. Goedemorgen Theodorus. Right, if you're going to San Francisco, better take KLM flight 605. Which is this airplane. 787-10 Dreamliner. This was the PHBKG, 4 years old, first flight January 2020. One of KLM's 787-10 Dreamliners. Frank is having a break. Nice. Goedemorgen Frank. Han, goedemorgen. Good to see you again, mate. Hope all is well. Petra, goedemorgen. Drew, good morning. All others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. Now, let's see. American to Dallas is... No, is it? DF. Tell you that's Dallas for Fort Worth, right? Yeah, Dallas. On the move, 737 to Edinburgh, also coming this way. Let's see, Ryanair to Dublin. Delta A333 Exodus is upon us. Flight 73 to Atlanta. Flight 179 to Portland. A Neo to Salt Lake City. Flypig also on the platform. Etihad to Abu Dhabi, all white. Etihad, all white. Cargo going to Abu Dhabi, but it's all white, so nah. Not too interesting. Big picture wise, here and there the clouds look a bit thinner. Then again, directly north of us, a bit less so. K4 is patrolling. Meanwhile, let's spy on the bird controllers, the air traffic controllers. Huh?
We zijn aan het stalken, let's go.
Yeah. This is fully fledged stalker mode. Luckily, it's not too warm, so you can perfectly see what they're doing. You can almost see what cookie they're eating next to their coffee. Yeah, one is definitely holding up binoculars. Hey, Jerry in the house. Paul in the house. Patrick, goedemorgen, also in the house. Morning one and all. Our first next airplane is approaching. It's a 737-700 to Edinburgh. What are they pointing to? Now, interesting to see what the 737 is going to do. Is it going to continue to the runway threshold? It is. Yeah. Upside of it not being too warm is no heat distortion, or at least no significant heat distortion. Now, if only that bloke with the binoculars would look this way, we would be able to wave to him, see if they could see it and if they reciprocate. No, actually, it's not the main tower. This is sadly my telescope mode does not reach until the main tower. That would be overkill. Yeah, several A330s. There's an exodus. There's an exodus of A330s from Delta coming. KLM flight 925 to Edinburgh, 737-700, up first. Moo. There's a cow over there. French fries, not yet. Also a man walking his dog over here. We're not completely alone here. AMS Shark, AMS Nessie, it's following me. Next airplane, American Airlines. Going to Dallas. Flight 221, 787-8 Dreamliner, and in its wake from the right should be arriving. Oh well, they look closer by than they actually were. Ryanair to Dublin. Still a bit of distance in between them. One Average Gamer asks, any toilet Dixie facilities over here? No, not over here. Over here there's just the grass, the bushes. There are facilities at the parking place, the parking lot. Both for the man on the left, the grey unit, and 2 Dixies on the right. What's this? That would be KLM flight 569 to Kilimanjaro, 777-200 PHBQF, 20 years old, first flight March 2004. Wing fluff, quite clearly visible. As it slowly vanishes into the clouds. Oh, making a little turn. Hey there, Bill, tuning in from Seattle. Good to see you again, and good morning. Thijs asks, since when is Ryanair flying in Amsterdam? Since I can remember. Ryanair and EasyJet both frequently visit Amsterdam. Was looking to the left, thought I heard some fireworks, but apparently not. Thought, could it be the bird controller, but unless it's immediately behind that red white box that's always blocking our view from this vantage point, I'm not seeing anything. Hey, Raven Rock. Are they back to work, or are they still... Yeah, they seem to be working again. Ryanair. Also going to the runway threshold, and in the background the first of several Delta A330s. This one is the one to Portland, Oregon, going back to Jerry's private jet. SAS to Copenhagen. Oh, and the all white. That's the all white Etihad to Abu Dhabi. Now American is also spooling up, so back to the close-up action. American Airlines flight 221 off to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. 7878 Dreamliner, 8 years old, first flight June 2015. Poof, brake dust. And my man Russell is also back. Ryan Scare up next. Flight 421, outbound Dublin, Ireland. EI-DEG, A-E-D-Y-A. 16 years old, first flight February 2008. Fexy says, I remember last time you streamed there was a Ryanair that had a hard landing. That's impossible. Ryanair is renowned for their gentle, soft, buttery landings. Surely you must be mistaken. Mark Leach, morning mate. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. DJ Danny Remaster says another bird strike on the last 787. Didn't see a thing. But that would be something, wouldn't it? I thought I heard some bangs coming from the north. So I thought that the bird controller was in that area, but I don't see the yellow vehicle anywhere. So I'm now not sure if I actually did hear bird control fireworks or something else. Jaws is still in water, but we're going to get a line cutter. Right, another bird strike apparently. Now this is SAS flight 552 to Copenhagen, A320neo. Syrup, S-E-R-O-P. The airplane is 5 years old, first flight August 2018. Hey Lance, also back in the chat, morning mate. Right, another bird strike. Well, have to look once I get home. Obviously cannot do rewinds while streaming. Hey, cheers for the kind words, Mark. Glad you're enjoying. This one is coming home, Jerry. Delta Airlines flight 179 to Portland, Oregon. American. Dreamliner.
Oh, it's American.
Nice wingtip for the sus. Quite long cables. Got another Delta A330 moving to the runway threshold. We've got an A320 from Pegasus, a fly pig that is coming this way. Will it cut the line? We'll see. Let's also do a big picture overview quickly. Let's do a rundown of the weather. Let's refresh the METAR. Still wind blowing from the north west at the moment. 7 knots, 304. Ceiling at 2,500 feet. Slight drizzle, temporary moments of slight drizzle. The air temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. Runway use. That's always running behind. We'll check back later. Question is, what will the flypig do? Will it take off right in front of us, or will it also continue to the runway threshold? Looks like it's going to continue.
Oh, die vogel met vol body slam in de vleugel.
A full body slam by the wing. Okay. Wow. So,
Damn.
a lot of birds
Dit de vogel dan.
getting killed off by bird controllers that don't do their job properly.
Ja.
Delta Airlines Flight 73 going to Atlanta, Georgia, A330-300 once again. Gorgeous wing fluff, wingtip vortices. The weather looks like shit, but it definitely has its advantages, having relative high humidity with outbound air traffic. Yep, that's a tri-jet. Hey, this is a family friendly channel, eh? What the fuck are you saying? Pegasus A320neo going to Kayseri in Turkey. It's the TC NBO, 6-year-old airplane, first flight December 2017. BizJet to Ibiza. Is going to depart next, also from the threshold, interestingly. The bird controllers now picking up remnants of birds or something. Still haven't seen bird controllers in a while. Yeah, a few drizzles. Drizzly droplets. Oink Oink is leaving. Oink Oink flight 1640 to Kayseri, A320neo. TAG Aviation Malta will be leaving to Ibiza. This is a Dassault Falcon 7X, 15 years old, first flight January 2009. Maria says, meanwhile Orange Pride is landing on 06. Not seeing anything just yet. Keep an eye out. Is it still far away from the runway? Right, time for another small appetizer. KLM Flight 1753 to Hamburg, Embraer 175. The PHEXN, 7 years old, first flight May 2017. Right, this is Delta Airlines Flight 47 to New York, JFK. That's the airplane flight number that had bird strike on Monday, the double or triple bird strike. Not sure what happened with the airplane after it landed on in New York on Monday. Almost speculating that some of the fan blades were probably also damaged along the way, so assuming it has been taken out of commission for repairs, but I don't know for sure. 16-year-old airplane, first flight August 2007. United Dreamliner SAS, and we have another 737 that is going to take off in a moment. Now, big thank you to Vinny TV Adventures, who celebrates 6 months of membership. Morning, boy and chat. Smash that like. Cheers. Well, Vinny, thank you so much for your support, for your kind words, and I fully condone your message. If you're liking what you're seeing, do drop a like. It really helps to spread this stream also to other people, such as yourselves, who might also be interested in content such as this. Our next airplane is going to... see. Oh, pop-up messages. London Heathrow. SAS A320 to Oslo will be flying next. Flight 822, 5 years old, first flight November 2018. Also, Bill, thank you so much for your super sticker, a coffee cup with the words tired. Well, hope you're not too tired to stick around for more airplanes to take off. Bill says, love the map showing the active runways. Well, the information in the ticker is lagging. Really need to update, but it's a bit busy right now. I will take you through the briefing once again as soon as I have some time. I think maybe after the next two airplanes. This is United Airlines flight 908 going to Chicago O'Hare. 7878 Dreamliner. 10 years old, first flight October 2013. Next up, Delta Airlines flight 57 to Salt Lake City, A330 Neo. The airplane is 2 years old, first flight April 2022. Now I do see the bird controller coming this way. So it was in the north after all, by the looks of it. Goedemorgen Adriaan, Samuel, all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. You're still watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. And apparently we had another bird strike today. The American Dreamliner to Dallas. Taking the life of another bird. Another American Dreamliner is on its way to the runway threshold, giving us a few moments to have a quick look at the current status quo. Runway usage has changed. Let's do a refresh right now. Polderbaan, and we are standing right here at the beginning where you can also see the taxiway from the main platform area to the Polderbaan. We're standing here, now the only runway being used for departures. Kaagbaan 06 and 36 right are being used for arrivals. Is there a new METAR? I think there might be. From 16 minutes ago, 5 to the hour. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. Minor drizzle. 12 degrees Celsius. Quick update of the METAR. Well, American is entering the runway, lining up. And departures just from 36 left, arrivals 06 and 36 right. There we go. This is American Airlines flight 203 to Philadelphia. Boeing 7878 Dreamliner, 9 years old, first flight January 2015. Evan asks, do we know when the G is going to try to fly away? Well, no. Is the G in the house, first of all? Hey, Air Dolomiti, Star Alliance livery, going to Munich. The only time I saw Air Dolomiti was in Innsbruck. Well, it's now in a very one-size-fits-all Star Alliance livery. Georgian Airways. I'm assuming it is going to Tbilisi, but it's not showing on my flight radar right now, for some reason. 737-700. That much we can see. Where is the G? Is the G in the house in the first place? No. A G in the house. Call the police. We have an AG in the house. Aegean. No. Evan was asking about an airplane from Aegean and whether the G has left the house already or not. Now, we needn't concern ourselves with Jesus today. Jesus will not be visiting the Netherlands, so we can misbehave just like we could on Monday. I think Jesus went to Greece this morning. Hey Roy, goedemorgen. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Next up, KLM Flight 1219 going to Stockholm, 737-800. Big picture wise, this is where the wind, well, this is where the wind is coming from, more or less. On the scale of chimney smoke, this is what it looks like. Next up, Embraer 195 Air Dolomiti going to Munich, Star Alliance livery. A regular 195, not an E2, Embraer 195. "15 years old, first flight January 2009. Evan says he really needs to see Jesus. Well, let me see if I can help then. Where is that? Ah, looky here. Jesus is flying from, oh, it was Pisa. I was grabbing a Pisa, now going back to Manchester. Right, the Air Europa up next. Air Europa. Off to Madrid, flight 1098. Four-year-old airplane, first flight February 2020. Amsterdam Nessie is also still in the vicinity, as you guys can see. Lined up right now, SAS flight 556 going to Stockholm, regular A320. 16 years old, first flight November 2007. Got a pipeline consisting of 2 EasyJets. And we have another 777 that is coming this way. Well, is it? It's standing still there. Interesting location to be standing still at. Embraer 175 is coming this way, already looking us in the face. Does look like things are opening up ever so slightly. Alright, next up A319 going to Stansted. The OELVG, 18 years old, first flight March 2006. The next airplane to take off will be containing the wife of a colleague of mine, Herman, who told me yesterday. So, Herman, de volgende is voor jou. The next one is for you. Now, Herman is not watching, he is still at work, but he said he would look back, so send him a message after the stream. This is EasyJet flight 27893, destination Malaga, A320, 8 years old, first flight December 2015. And off she goes. Next up, KLM flight 1799 going to JD's hometown of Düsseldorf. Already on the move. Embraer 175. Six years old, first flight June 2017. Luca, goedemorgen. Pleinspanning bij Lasse, goedemorgen. Well, others who've joined in the meantime, good morning to you too. Welcome to the show, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy, this is runway 36 left, Polderbaan. The only runway being used for departures right now. And apparently we had another bird strike today. Also had a double or triple bird strike on Monday. American Airlines to Dallas earlier in the stream. 10 minutes to 11 local time. This is KLM 591. A777-300ER off to Johannesburg, South Africa. Aloha Jinshin, good to see you mate. Rutger, goedemorgen. 14 years old, the PHBVC had its first flight in May 2009. Got a nice chance to look a Delta A330 in the face. Is it still moving or is it holding short? You never know with Deltas. Nessie is also still here. And looky here in the background, Singapore Airlines A350. Now the Delta is holding short. Also looking around, is something on the runway happening? Do you see bird controllers or anything? Don't think I see them. Oh yeah, bird controller in the vicinity of the fire station right now. No, all clear. 737 is on its way to Barcelona. Si senor. Well, Delta isn't moving. A Delta pileup never comes alone. K1 is setting off some fireworks. Hey, and there's also a bird controller over there. That is K4. K1 in the VW. Happy New Year, folks. May all your wishes come true in the new year. Nah, 2025, right? It's still 2024. Well, At least we still look youthful despite the years progressing. That's the upshot. The airplane on the left is still coming this way. The Delta is holding short and has been for a while now. Gives me a moment to take a sip of water. Delta A330, flight 135, not going anywhere, will be overtaken on the right by the Singapore A350. What on earth is going on here? Interesting developments going on here. For the second day in the same week, Delta A330 apparently having some issues. Also, for the second time this week, a bird strike. I didn't see it myself, but everybody in the chat was saying it was American Airlines, the Dreamliner, outbound to Dallas. Happened around 10:50 local time. If you missed it, if you tuned in later. And it was a body slam, Evelyn is saying. Slam dunk. Well, at least the bird's death was instantaneous then. In the meantime, this is Singapore Airlines flight 323 to Singapore. A350 900. Corendon, what is it, Max? Is that a Max? Yeah, Max 8. Also coming this way. Although, also taxiing towards the threshold, not literally this way. Wolfgang says, I think they will paint a parking position for Delta there soon. Yeah, absolutely. It seems to be their place of choice to park and hold short. Right, Singapore Airlines off to Singapore, hopefully. 7 years old, first flight April 2017. Let's look and listen. Meanwhile, behind me, lining up, is Corendon Airlines flight 1306, the Max 8 that is going to Graz in Austria. Delta is still not going anywhere. This is the TCMKG, which is a year old. First flight was in April 2023. Indeed, the Finns, Delta long stay parking. Curious, is anybody listening in on ATC? Has anybody heard anything Patrick says Delta first has to pay their fuel. We're done fronting your fuel. Alright, well, if you just joined us, welcome to the show. It's another eventful day here at Schiphol Airport. It's almost starting to sound like business as usual. Delta holding short because of issues. Another bird strike. It seems to become repetitive. I do think that the fries truck has arrived at the parking lot. Let's have a look. Yes, Oerfried. Snack car has arrived. Now, in the meantime, also arriving on this side of the platform area. Oh, is the Delta spooling up? United 777-200 to Houston. Thought we were hearing something happening with Delta. Is it moving? It is moving now. Or not? No, it's moving. It's moving. My colleague Herman just tried to call me. Ah, he just texted me, "Hi boy, just saw the airplane leave, beautiful with the commentary with it." Okay Herman, so you were able to see it, nice man. Happy to see that your wife took off from the right runway and that I was able to film it for you. That was a co-worker's wife who was leaving on the EasyJet to Malaga earlier in the morning, not too long ago. Right, so after a little delay, Delta is on the move again to the runway threshold. This is Delta Airlines flight 135, going to Detroit, or at least that's what it's going to try. "17-year-old airplane, first flight March 2007. Also a big thank you to Roy, who has now gone green, celebrating 12 months of membership, and he writes, "Yay, 1 year of big fun, upwards and onwards at AMS." Well, I do my best. Hope you will stick around to witness everything, and thank you so much, Roy, for your continued support. Always nice to have you here. If something in the lounge isn't to your liking, do let me know. And let me see what I can do about it. Roy, thank you so much for your continued support, mate. Always a pleasure to have you in the stream. Now, talking about having pleasures in the stream, this is Delta trying to get out of the country. Will it escape successfully? Seems to be succeeding. in escaping. Right, so far so good. Gear hatches are also opening. Gear is retracting. This is not slow motion, folks. This is really just how slow the A330's gear retraction is. Okay, well, we certainly were able to enjoy this airplane a lot longer than we thought we would. Not a lot of time to waste. Also, good morning to Sarah and to Ton. Hope you're both doing well. Jos Adriaanse, goedemorgen, good morning. All others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. So that was a Delta A330 that just took off after a little delay. Apparently another Delta A330 with technical issues that first needed to be resolved. Also another morning of bird strike. Of a bird strike. Now, United Airlines Flight 21 to Houston, Texas. Wow. General Electric Opus 90. "24 years old already, this airplane. Its first flight was in February of the year 2000. A little bit of wing fluff also. At the moment it is dry, luckily. Not sure for how much longer. The clouds that are coming more or less from this direction do look a bit darker. Right now over here things are a bit more open. We have wind blowing from the northwest, which on the scale of chimney smoke looks something like this. It's the worst day of the week. Tomorrow and all days after, for the remainder of the week, things are going to get ever more sunny and warm, with temperatures expected in the weekend of mid-20s C, so that is 70s to 80s F. Last day of me standing here in my winter parka with my heated glove on. Next up, JetBlue, which will be returning to Sarah in Boston, Massachusetts. A321neo, flight 632. The airplane is 3 years old, the November 4022. And the J was India Juliet, November 4022 Juliet. 3 years old, November 2020. Roy already said he has to go. Thank you so much for joining, Roy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you in some of the upcoming streams later in the week. Clemencia also in the chat again. Goedemorgen Clemencia, good to see you. Hope all is well. Not just with you, but with everybody, of course. Toilet break, yeah, okay. Evelyn and Grandpa off for a toilet break. Now, it seems that I need to update the ticker once more. Back to parallel departures, Lufthansa now on its way to, where is it? I think that I also might be able to do without the heated glove, which is really annoying me with trying to pinch and zoom and press on things. So do that quickly. Right, there we go. Munich, A322 Munich. Now, what else is happening? Turkish A332 Istanbul is lined up on the threshold of center, and an A332 Kigali is behind it. No traffic just yet on its way to the Polderbaan, although Delta Airlines flight 243 to Boston has come alive. The E2 Embraer to Budapest doesn't look like will that be taking off from here? Don't know. Well, Turkish flight 1952 to Istanbul. It's an A330-300. Now the question is, how quickly will it vanish into the clouds? I reckon pretty soon. Yeah, it's happening already. There's a little bit of a ceiling at, what was it last time I checked the meter, 2,500 feet or so. Let's do a quick rundown of the status quo. Yeah, Jesus is on its way to Manchester all the way from Pisa, so Jesus won't be bothering us today. We can ignore Jesus. Wind is blowing from the northwest, handful of knots, well, just a little bit more than a handful, 6 knots, 204. We have a ceiling at 3,000 feet, broken clouds at 3,000 feet, scattered clouds at 1,600, few clouds at 1,200, no more drizzle in the METAR. Air temperature still 12 degrees Celsius, and runway use now parallel departures and 06, the only runway being used for arrivals. I will update the ticker in a moment. Let's first have a look at the KLM A332 Kigali. KLM flight 535. AOD, 18 years old, first flight April 2006. Runway inspection in progress. Which is not a bad idea, considering another bird strike took place earlier this morning. Now, before updating the ticker, let me also do another wipe of the lens. It stopped raining, luckily. Well, raining, drizzling. It's at least. I'll do a more thorough clean back at home with the lens pen. No, droplet remnants should now be in the way. Right, let's paste that METAR into the ticker that I just now copied. Runway use. Departures 36 left, 36C. Arrivals 06 only. Huh? De auto ligt te water? Wat? Wat? Er zijn water ingereden met de sloot. Dat meen je niet? Ja. Heb je al iets van de politie gebeld? Right, I'll be back in a moment. All right, I am back. What just happened was that Evelyn and her grandpa drove into the water with their car. And Evelyn was already out, but grandpa was still stuck. So we had to lend him a helping hand to get out of the canal on the water side again. And called the police. They are coming over. They're not hurt, luckily. Just took a little effort to get grandpa on land again. And the car is stuck in the water, in the mud. I'm in the process of also getting the live chat back on my phone. Some private number is trying to call me. Get the F out. Right, so there's the police, and I think also the firefighters in the tow truck are coming to get the car out of the water. Some other passers-by, some other bystanders were also there. Right, got the chat back up. Evelyn and the grandpa are now just standing along the road that ends in the roundabout that you can sometimes see here, waiting for the emergency services to arrive, and also calling, making some calls to make sure that they also have transportation back home again. Right, let's see, flight radar back up. Right, so yeah, bit of an atypical morning here. And it really happened right behind these buildings. So in the canal, there's a big Audi now that went into the canal nose first. I think they tried to turn around, but then went too far into the grass, and then it slopes down into the water. I think grandpa was not in time to brake in time. But they're, except scared and a bit shaky by the adrenaline, they're otherwise good. Wet feet mostly. Evelyn was already, she's already at the roundabout looking at the airplane, so best remedy to calm the nerves. This is a privilege style flying to Paramaribo. Talking about abrupt transitions of subject topic. One of the rentals that Suriname Airways now has instead of the beautiful A340, the beautiful albeit slow A340. Now in the Netherlands you also have two numbers for the police. One is for, that's the 911 for life-threatening emergency, so I thought that's not the one I need to call. There's another number that you can call, and the guy wanted to put me through to the emergency room still, so was waiting, but nobody picked up. Figured might as well call 112, which is the Dutch 911 directly. They were already on the move. Evelyn already making conversation with the people from Schiphol. No fence can hold them back. Grandpa is also on the move, so walking off the adrenaline. Right, Suriname Airways to Paramaribo, privilege style rental, flight 993, 777, no, not 777, A330-200. 11 years old, first flight March 2013. Did begin drizzling again just now. I think it is slowing down again. It is still, we're right on the edge of where I think the clouds are thick enough for it to release some precipitation. No, thank you, Alvin. Not necessary though. I'm happy that they're okay. Right. Let's see, United Airlines, flight 947 up next. 7878 Dreamliner to Washington. 10 years old, first flight February 2014. KLM 737-700 to, what is it, Aarhus, I believe, AAR. Behind it, Number 190 to Aberdeen, somewhere in the background. Whoa. The mic is pointed in the other direction, but I think I know where they are going to. We've got ourselves a line cutter. This is KLM flight 9891, 737-700. We'll be going to Aarhus. PHBGQ, 12 years old, first flight May 2011. Doing a turn and burn. Mr. Master, goedemorgen. Well, I'm doing perfectly fine. It's a bit of a tumultuous morning, but I'm doing good otherwise. Yeah, firefighters as well. Firefighters with the tow truck, probably. Can we catch a glimpse? thinking they should appear somewhere over there. Well, we'll see soon enough. United 947 to Washington up next. Oh no, Rick, it's I was just about to say, Evelyn and her grandpa crashed into the canal over here. They were going to the parking lot of they were going to the Spottersplatz parking to go to the toilet, and Grandpa apparently drove into the water. So Evelyn came running towards me because her grandpa was still in the car. Was trying to get out, but he needed an additional set of hands just to get him on land again. They're otherwise unharmed, but the car is still stuck nose first in the canal over here. So called the police and the firefighters are also coming. But what they'll be needing is a tow truck to get that Audi out. Firefighter is now in a holding pattern. Right, this is KLM flight 915, number 190, destined to go to Aberdeen. Airplane is 8 years old. Its first flight was in December 2015. Daarom. Next up is KLM flight 1201, Embraer 190 going to Oslo. What? Okay. No! It's turning around. Don't tell me you're going to park there. Embraer 190, 14 years old, first flight October 2009. En is er al een tow truck?
Yep. Brandweer, politie, 2 brandweers, 2 politie, 1 ambulance.
One ambulance, 2 firefighters and 2 police. Wow. Yeah, I explicitly told them no ambulance is needed, just a bit scared and wet, but nobody got hurt. What a day! And the weekend still has to begin. Huh? Yeah. In hindsight, you should have taken the bicycle. Right, so this is BA flight 431 to London Heathrow, A319. This is the GEOPS, 23 years old, first flight October 2000. Right, Jimmy Pirate and his dad have also arrived. Now Wouter, thank you so much for your super sticker. Shiba Dog gifting a large bone, bowing respectfully. Nice little tongue breaker. Thank you so much, my friend. Meanwhile, Emirates 777 on its way to Dubai. Flight 146. A6 ENT. Nine-year-old airplane, first flight July 2014. Our next airplane will be going to China. Looks a bit sad. I'm sure it isn't. Three airplanes in the pipeline. China Southern Cargo to Guangzhou up first. Then an Embraer 190, KLM Flight 903 to Inverness. E2 Embraer 195 to Dublin as number 3. Right, firefighters on parade. Not just on the other side of the water, they're also here. They're spreading. Ah, this one has the towing unit. Or is it? Not sure. They also have line cutters. By the looks of it, at least one. We'll be having both. Excellent. Embraer 190 to Inverness in the foreground. E2 Embraer to Dublin in the background. Oi, Captain. I was waving, I was initiating, they were holding short, so I figured might as well give the captain a wave. Nice to see that he reciprocated. Well, just realized that the anonymous calls that I got in as I was just arriving back here might have been the police who tried to return my call or something. Pushed them away. At least they found the site they needed to be at eventually. Clearly said Vijfhuizenweg, just before the roundabout at the end of the road. Next airplane will be going to Guangzhou in China. It is China Southern Cargo, flight 2576. Rob has to go, apparently. You're welcome, mate. Glad you enjoyed the show. Hope to see you on the next one, mate. The brake dust. Let's see what else is in the pipeline. What is going on? Ah, A350, nice. Finnair A350 to Helsinki. Apparently a non-special livery. There's a first. We've seen it bringing us together since 1923 recently. Moomin, Marimekko Kivet. Let's do a quick check. Is the runway configuration still the same? Still unchanged. What has the weather been doing since I last updated? Still from the north more or less. Still a handful of knots. We still have a ceiling. Not much has changed. Temperature 1 degree higher, 13 degrees C. 13 times 2, 26. 26 plus 30, around 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me also paste the new meter into the ticker for you guys. Now, not everybody knows what abbreviations mean. So let me see if I can take you through the meter while Finnair is turning onto the runway. EHAM, that's Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, together with AMS, the international abbreviations for this airport. Then the time and date of the report, it's the 8th, and 9:55 Zulu time, that is, well, 35 minutes ago. Starts off with the wind. 5 knots from 340 degrees with the wind direction variable between 310 degrees and 030 degrees. Visibility 10 plus kilometers. Few clouds at 900 feet. Scattered clouds at 1,700 feet. Broken clouds at 3,200 feet. The air temperature 13 degrees C. The dew point 10 degrees C. Air pressure 1,027 hectopascals and temporary moments where the cloudiness is broken at 1,800 feet. those temporary periods lasting no longer than 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Evelyn can smile already again. She's running this way together with Jimmy Pirate, so I think most of the scare has dissipated, luckily. Die Jimmy.
Nee, we wouden even naar het toilet toe en we draaiden om en we zaten hier, correctie.
What's that? Air Astana. Is that to Atirau? A321 Neo to Atirau. Air Astana. Flight 904. Business as usual. Take a taxi back home. Yeah, yes, Ross, they did. Did you ever make it to a toilet? No.
We never did.
Never did.
But I'm fine. Just so you guys know, I am perfectly fine. Not except some wet shoes. But
well, everybody is happy to hear that. It was quite a scare.
It was quite a scare, but we will just continue doing what we are doing right now, watching planes.
Holding your pee.
Well, actually, that is just gone now.
Yeah, that's the adrenaline.
So back to plane spotting we go.
Whoa.
Out to Schiphol States, yeah?
We are in luck. Oh, Dreamliner from LL. I was about to say another Chinese airplane is coming this way. First, let's have a look at this Israeli beauty. LL. Going to Tel Aviv. Departing from runway center. The airplane lined up over here on the threshold. We'll be going to London City. A dime and a dozen Embraer 190s. EasyJet A319, yeah, to Bristol. Is lining up over here. And another China Southern Cargo Trip 7. This one going to Shanghai in China. Making its way over. Delta A330 Neo in the background. And two airplanes, I'm seeing two sets of wings in the background behind it. EasyJet flight 25531 to Bristol will be taking off in a moment. A319, 15 years old, the OE-LQA. First flight February 2009.
Oh my god, ik heb geluk gehad! Ik heb geluk gehad met mijn schat. Holy shit!
Evelyn is really happy that her book in which she made her drawings has stayed mostly dry. So the drawings did not get spoiled. Delta comes, Delta goes. A330 inbound. Landing on runway 06 and another one will be leaving. So the net presence of Delta remains the same. China Southern Cargo going to Shanghai, flight 452, 777 freighter, and smelly, wet shoes and smelly shoes. This 777 freighter is 10 years old. Its first flight was in June 2013. Righty, Delta Airlines flight 49 to New York JFK. Up next, A330 Neo. Soggy and ugh. That definitely reminds me of when I drove into the canal when I was a small boy on my BMX bicycle. Yeah, it's something that boys do. Some at younger age than others. Driving off a hill that ended in a little moat, and I thought I could brake in time, but I couldn't. Icelandair 767. Huh?
Doe maar niet. Als we dat hier gaan doen, dan hebben we al helemaal boeien.
Was the Icelandair 767, by the way, that just landed in the background in a new livery? Yeah. Did you take a picture? Righty. Indeed, fietsen me in, Martin. That's exactly what I was doing. My mom was not so happy back then with all my smelly clothes. Anybody who knows a bit about the canals over here knows how terribly the canal water and the mud reeks. Martin Air also did that. Boys will be boys, right? They'll be back. It seems that the tow truck has arrived. I think the grandpa was still waiting for the arriving tow truck. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's a tow truck now. Happened immediately behind these this blue container and the shed or whatever it is. Hopefully the tow truck can reach. My car is also parked there. But wouldn't be surprised if they asked me if I could move my car a little, maybe. Not sure how well those machines can pick up cars in water. We'll see. Anyway, we have an all blue queue over here. Looking behind me to see if maybe a bird control vehicle was on the runway, but there doesn't seem to be one. Not sure what the holdup is, but KLM flight 1045 is what we are now looking at. Number 190 scheduled to go to Birmingham. There it goes. PH EXD, 12 years old, first flight January 2014. thinking that if the tow truck is oriented with its nose to the roundabout, it will do a parade lap around the roundabout once it has picked up the Audi. Which, if I can show it without showing any license plates recognizable, could give us an indication of the severity of any damage that might have happened. Probably a low speed accident. It's probably water damage most of all. Oh dear, now somebody is coming my way who is wearing an official vest. Do I need to move my car? This is KLM Flight 12333 Embraer 190 to Göteborg. It's the FEXA PHEXA, 10 years old, first flight December 2013. Morgen. Citroën is voor mij.
Alleen?
Staat hij in de weg?
Ja, de bergen moet even bij.
Dacht het al.
Ja?
Ja, ik kom eraan. Ja, is goed. Well, folks, the firefighter just asked me if I could move my car ever so slightly, so I'll be back in a jiffy. The tow truck cannot reach, so back in 5 minutes, folks. Alright, I'm back. Quite busy over there. We've got a tow truck, a couple of police vehicles, Schiphol authority vehicle, a couple of press photographers. It's going to make the local newspaper, I'm afraid. Okay, where were we? Bustling with action on the day before Ascension Day. 737-800 to Edinburgh. Our next airplane. Air Canada is about to take off. And another double triple time. KLM flight 927 going to Edinburgh. 737-800. Well, just local press photographers, Rick. Voor het plaatselijke suffertje. En de local weekly. Dreamliner taking off from center to Nairobi. KLM 565 7879 Dreamliner. Still haven't been to the toilet? Nope. Right, this airplane is going to rob a bank in Canada once it arrives there. Air Canada flight 809, 777-300 16 years old, first flight March 2008, on its way to Toronto. It's nog een triple, indeed. Rick asks, any chance that we will see a no parking sign now on from now on over there as well? Sure hope not.
Ik denk het niet, want het is ook voor de bewoners hier. Dus.
Rick is joking, you know that, right? You know Rick.
Ja.
Rick is never serious. Rightly so. It's easy enough to fall into depression with all the clouds and grayness over here.
Hey, Transavia Retro.
Transavia Retro? Oh, the previous standard livery. Yeah, taking off. This is KLM flight 677, 777-200 going to Calgary. BHBQI, 19 years old, first flight November 2004. Interesting. Again, nice condensation. All white departure from center. BBN Airlines going to Istanbul. I think that's flying for Anadolu Jet. Nice combo shot with K4 giving us the boot. The butt, I mean. Sleazy Jet, flight 22516 A319 to London Luton up next. The Jesfer GEZFR. 14 years old, first flight, November 2009. Let's go. Little bug on my phone screen. That's about all the animal life that we've seen so far. Donald and Daisy for a brief moment. Canal otherwise over here empty. Well, there were a couple of ducks further to the south, past the bridge, though they no longer seem to be there. More these jets to Manchester, another A319. Big picture overview, it does look a bit brighter now than it has been before. Thus far. Hopefully that was the last of the rain then, earlier. This is KLM Flight 1295, going to Billund. More bills to deliver, 737-800. PHPCD, 10 years old, first flight May 2013. Right, it is now time for an E2 Embraer going to Copenhagen. Thanks for the heads up, Marissa. Cathay lined up on center. And there it goes already. Aboard the E2. Let's have a look at the Cathay Pacific A350 1000. On its way to Hong Kong, flight 270. Wing fluff over the top foil of the wings. Still visible. think it's gone. And so too is the E2 Embraer.
Hadden we beloofd, ja, maar ik weet niet of dat nog gaat gebeuren. Dat als we een nieuwe auto hebben.
Right, now let's see what else is in the pipeline. Air Canada Flight 901 to Montreal is coming this way, Dreamliner. We have another Dreamliner to Austin, Texas, that is also on the move.
Nee, ik ook dus niet. Dit is de eerste keer. Slechte impressies gekregen deze vlucht.
In the meantime, let's have a look in the tower. See what they're cooking.
Chicken nuggets. They're cooking fried chicken.
Don't think they're frying up chicken nuggets. Doesn't look like it.
Maar ik heb wel een bad impression gekregen van deze spot hoor.
Ja, ik ook.
Een bad impression.
Vooral dat irritante gebouw.
Ah ja, dat ook. Ik ga erbij zitten, want dit is toch mijn begin van de run. Ja, dus hou je van hazelnoot?
Oh ja, ik had Oreo's gegeten. Maar in de auto. Ik heb Oreo's in de auto, maar die zijn helemaal weer daar.
Hou je van hazelnoot? Ja.
Let's see, Delta A352 Atlanta has also come alive on the platform. KLM Flight 603, 777-200 to LAX. Those are both airplanes that will be taking off from this runway most likely. You never know, I'm not saying 100% sure, but 99.9% sure that these airplanes will come this way. Obviously, they're all watching Amos live. Duh. Yeah, you're right, Rick. They could bring up an air fryer. Suppose that doesn't stink up the place. Well, no, probably does. I don't have an air fryer. Does that stink up the place just as much as baking in oil? Yep. Probably.
Yep.
Yeah?
Ja,
Okay.
als een airfryer user, we know. Yep.
Okay.
Het huis is wel eens blauw verstaan.
Oh, okay. That's also possible. Right, so air fryers also apparently stink up your place, so not sure if they will then be allowed to bring that up there, Rick. Not sure how people would respond if I were to bring an air fryer to work myself. You do give me good ideas though. Right, our next airplane coming this way, Air Canada Flight 901, destination Montreal, 7878.
Hoe moeilijk is het om toe te voegen op het set? Holy shit. Holy guacamole. Where is this going?
Okay, in the beginning is everything okay, everything is okay, but after a few months it is just as bad. Don't they equip those machines with carbon filters or anything? Or do they do that, but do you forget to replenish the carbon filters? Because that's also something you need to do, Rick.
Nee, ik probeer altijd.
I think we are going to see Peter Pan in the background in a moment. It's lined up on center, so let's have a look. There it is. Going to Palma de Mallorca. Peter Pan 737-800 Transavia special livery. Peter Pan Holiday Club. Flight 5625. PHSI, 11 years old. First flight March 2013. Playtime is coming. Cool. Well, dust off those emojis, ladies and gentlemen members. Rick asks, do you think I look like an air fryer expert? Do you want a politically correct answer or do you want a straight up honest answer? Ik weet niet wat nou oud en nieuw is. I'm not an expert on Air Canada livery ages and whether or not this is the the current standard livery or if it is an older iteration. Grandpa is asking Evelyn if she still wants to take a picture of the wreckage. Righty. Canada is about to take off to Montreal. Flight 901, 7878 Dreamliner. 9 years old. First flight July 2014. Let's go. Marissa says it is the old livery. Okay. Good morning, Arzt ohne Grenzen. Herzlich willkommen. And all other viewers. If anybody is still around, good day to you all. An eventful day here at Polderbaan. Not necessarily on the runway itself, also next to it. Another bird strike also apparently took place. Missed it myself, but it supposedly was the American Airlines Dreamliner to Austin, Texas. That hit a bird around 10 to 11 this morning local time. Next airplane coming this way will be going to Austin, Texas. It is KLM flight 667. De PH-BKL.
Ze krijgen die haken niet los. Ze komen al een grote taart aan. Dus er een beetje overheen. Ja, zo. Ja.